everyone, Christian Nielsen here, aka Iceland's Strongest Gay, and you are watching the World's Strongest Fan on YouTube. Enjoy the show.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we kick off with Mandel Holmes on the bench press. There's 225 kilos or 496 pounds. Next up it's Luke Nall. He's an awesome powerlifter. Today training with the Swiss bar. That's 226 kilos or 500 pounds for 3 reps. Now next up we join Ivan Makarov, normally doing a deadlift, but today it's 230 kilos or 507 pounds for 5 really easy reps. Awesome to see a strongman doing the bench press. Next up it's Sam Salomi with his new personal record, doing it reverse grip, 240 kilos or 529 pounds for 3 reps. Here's a lift from Andrew Cooper, taking today's king of the bench press with 275 kilos or 606 pounds for 2 reps. Next up I've got an overhead press. This is seated from Julius Maddox, his new personal record, 240 kilos or 529 pounds. Incredible. We now move into some overhead pressing, and first up on the block, it's Jackie Osevsky pressing 77 kilos or 170 pounds, never giving up. Next up it's Inez Carrasquillo, also training block today. The weight of hers, 77 kilos or 170 pounds, but she's doing it for 2 reps. Now next up we're out in Canada and we join Melissa Peacock training on the loaded dumbbell. The weight today 72.5 kilos or 160 pounds. That went up really nicely. Following on from her it's Dan Hind training outside. The weight of his 110 kilos or 242 pounds. Next up we join Luke Richardson. Awesome to see him coming back and looking really strong. There goes 120 kilos or 264 pounds. Next up we join Graciano Rubio. Always impressive. That's 152 kilos or 335 pounds. We now move into some log pressing, and first up it's Cassandra Annegren pressing 95 kilos or 209 pounds using that split technique. Following on from her, we join Kim Johansson, also training log today. This time it's a wooden log weighing 144 kilos or 317 pounds. We now move out to Iceland and we catch up with Christian Nilsson competing at the Magnus Classic. There goes 150 kilos or 330 pounds. Following on from him, it's Shane Nye working with a metal log. That's 175 kilos or 385 pounds for 3 reps. He really fights to get that 3rd rep. Here's a lift from Angelo Vanderpar. It's a strict press. The weight 180 kilos or 396 pounds. Awesome. We now move into some squatting, and first up with the front squat it's strongman Graham Hicks. The weight today 285 kilos or 628 pounds for 3 really strong reps. Following on from him, it's powerlifter Jesus Olivares, always impressive. Today, the weight's 381 kilos or 840 pounds for 2 reps. But up next and taking today's king of the squat, it's Scotland's Kyle Gibson with the new Scottish record, 430 kilos or 947 pounds, and he rounds out the first half of today's video.
3, 2, 1, go. Much better, let's go.
Much better, Alex, all fucking day, this guy. Nice, Alex, strong.
So we're back again and we kick off with a moving event. First up it's Kane Francis in the Farmer's Walk. The weight 150 kilos or 330 pounds in each hand. Following on from him and also training farmers, it's Evan the T-Rex Singleton. The weight of his 183 kilos or 405 pounds in each hand. We now move into the deadlift section, and out in Iceland, it's Ragnhildur Jónasdóttir pulling her brand new personal record, 240 kilos or 529 pounds. That's awesome. Next up we join Chris Harper, pulling a new personal best for him, 310 kilos at a body weight of under 80 kilos. That's also impressive. We're now back in England and we catch up with strongman Webster Reed, training from some mats. The weight of his deadlift today, 340 kilos or 750 pounds for 2 reps, really fighting to get that second rep. Next up we join Ollie Clark, also pulling for 2 reps, and also the weight 340 kilos or 750 pounds, this time from the floor. Next up we join powerlifter Nicolaas Preez, also pulling that weight, but this time from a deficit for 2 reps. And also to make sure we've covered all variations at this weight, here goes powerlifter Luke Tolman, pulling 340 kilos or 750 pounds for 3 reps in a sumo stance. Now sticking with powerlifters, we join Bobb Matthews, here in training, pulling 370 kilos or 815 pounds conventional. Following on from this, he hits the platform, pulling 385 kilos or 848 pounds in a sumo stance, apparently 1 kilo under the world record. Next up we join Marcus Crowder, a really strong deadlifter, today pulling 385.5 kilos or 850 pounds for 3 really solid reps. Here's a lift from Tom Place, pulling a new personal best for him, 400 kilos or 882 pounds. He gets it above his knees and it's a really strong fight to get the lockout. As you can see, lots of hitching, but that's allowed in strongman. But up next and taking today's king of the deadlift, it's powerlifter Jesus Olivares. The weight on his bar, 401 kilos or 885 pounds for a 2 rep cluster set. I've now got some competition news, and first up it's the podium for Strongman Champions League World Championships. The winner, Oskar Zielkowski. An awesome competition and great to see a new winner. Next up I've got the podium for the Magnus Classic. This year the winner Tristan Hoth, so congratulations to him. And finally, last night was the Giants Live World's Strongest Nation, USA beating out Team UK for the win. The captain, Martins Lises, so you just know he's happy with that. Now seeing us out today, it's strongman Graham Hicks, training in his gym, pulling on an axle from a deficit. The weight, 340 kilos or 750 pounds for 5 really strong reps. Anyway guys, that's it from me today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe, and I'll catch you again as always on the next one.
Kom maar Christian!
Let's go Christian!
Snap eruit zit! Yes!
Come on, Christian.
Ruim!
Come on.
Wat dan?